She has a long way to go, but she's in the best hands. Seeing stories about people helping and saving animals makes any crummy day turn around. Meet Rose, an orangutan from North Sumatra, Indonesia. She was skinny, injured, and weak, but she was finally getting the help she needed. Earlier this month, authorities working for the Gunung Luser National Park, GLNP, in North Sumatra, Indonesia, alerted wildlife rescuers about an emaciated orangutan wandering around some farmland. When locals approached the orangutan, she didn't move away from them. She might have been too weak, or perhaps she'd lost her fear of people, but clearly something was up with Rose. Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story. Panut Hadisiswayo, founding director of the Orangutan Information Center, OIC, organized a rescue team to get Rose off the farmland as quickly as possible. In any case, having orangutans on farmland in North Sumatra is bad news because they can get shot by farmers. Orangutans are known to eat farmers' crops, and so they are often brutally murdered because they are seen as pests, according to a report by The Telegraph. This is a serious, horrific issue for the wildlife. The rescue team also worried about Rose's health. When they arrived at the site and spotted her up in a tree, they saw that she wasn't just skinny, she was injured too. We noticed that her fingers had been damaged and almost broken, Hadisiswayo told the dodo. We observed that the orangutan was malnourished and indeed looked very weak. Our team was aware that her condition cannot be fixed in the field, so our vet recommended bringing her to quarantine for further intensive treatment. They darted Rose with a sedative. When she fell from the tree, the rescuers were ready on the ground to catch her with a net. This is always the critical moment in every rescue situation, Hadisiswayo said. I'm glad we managed the net very well, and that she fell right into the net. Now the team was able to take a closer look at Rose. Besides having a bad injury on her hand, they found 2 air rifle bullet holes in Rose's torso. Seeing this, Hadisiswayo knew that they had to get Rose help immediately, so they rushed her to the quarantine center run by the Sumatran Orangutan Conservation Program, SOCP. One of the first things the SOCP team did was take an X-ray of Rose's body, and this revealed something shocking. Rose didn't have just 2 bullets inside of her, she had 5. Luckily, none of the bullets hit any organs, so the medical team believes that she'll fully recover. She'll also have her teeth treated, and this will help her gain weight. Sadly, Rose's situation is far from unique. As more and more forests in Indonesia are cut down to create palm oil plantations and other types of farms, orangutans are forced to look for food in other places, and they often venture onto those very farms where their homes used to be. To try and protect their crops, farmers will often shoot the orangutans or otherwise hurt them. Several years ago, rescuers from the Orangutan Foundation helped an orangutan named An after she'd been shot 100 times after she'd wandered onto a plantation. While they managed to save her life, the bullets had blinded An and she wouldn't be able to return to the wild. But Rose was one of the lucky ones. The bullets hadn't hit any organs, and the medical team believes that she'll make a full recovery. The team will also treat her teeth, which were covered in tartar, and help her gain weight. When she first arrived at the quarantine center, she only weighed 37 pounds. Healthy adult orangutans should actually weigh between 73 and 180 pounds. While the rescuers would love for Rose to return to the wild, they fear she might continue seeking out crops. It seems that Rose was not feeding on natural food from the forest, Yeni Sarasvati, a senior veterinarian with the SOCP, told the dodo. It seems like she had been feeding on human food for quite a long time. But the SOCP team will do everything they can to try and get Rose back to the forest where she belongs. If they do release her, they'll make sure she's in a protected area away from farmland. We are optimistic that every orangutan we treat has a chance to get back to the wild, Sarasvati said. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.